everybody. How are you today? Today is December 11th and we are painting the Spix's Macaw. I actually have changed his direction, and I am so low on paper that I hope that I don't mess this one up, because I only have one other piece of paper remaining. And I'm gonna get my palette ready. Hi Amy, good morning, good morning. How are you? Did you have a good weekend? Good morning, Julie. I'm just putting those away. I have a lot on my desk. I have been trying to upload images to my shop, and I have one up there so far. So if you guys are listening, the first one is up. I'm going to slowly upload artwork because I'm having a studio sale. And I'm not going to advertise it for a couple of days, so only on YouTube in the mornings. But yeah, this one I have just put up, and I'll be putting the others up slowly. We had a fun mug meet, and I think I want to do my mug meet again because a few of our lovely patrons put them all on shelves and they were wonderful. So I think I'm going to go back and do that. And let's get today's bird out and get started on that. How was your weekend, everybody? Hi, Louisa. Amy says, good weekend, lots of music and performing. Oh, cool. Back to some art days. Louisa, you perform? Are you a musician or an actress? Or what else could you be? A singer? Why do we not know this about you? Did I say Louisa or Amy? Amy. Hi, Tash. All right, images. This is my portrait that I'm going to be doing, and I can't remember her name, but I have her on Sketchy, and this is the Spix's Macaw. So those are the two that I'm going to be sketching out quickly first, and then I will continue with some paint. I did finish this one at the weekend, and this is of Meryl Kay, and then also this one. So we have the dodo bird and the kakapo, and I forgot to put some accents on there. Or kakapo. Hi, Meryl. Louisa says, I am none of those things. Oh, cello. Ah, how lovely. Hi, Martina. How are you? All right. I have my portrait. I have my palette, which I haven't filled up yet. And I'm going to just move this over here and then get started. I thought this was a really pretty portrait, so I'm going to do that. But I need to have a look at the bird, because the bird should be the center of attention. Just going to make it a little bit smaller here. Make this wing even smaller, and then that will fit the body in here. There's quite a long top to the head. Talking about cellos, I had a friend in school who played the cello, and that was quite the instrument to lob around with you. Didn't really fit very well on the bus either, but it always sounded really lovely. Good morning, Meryl. Good morning. Oh, Lou. Hi, good morning, Lou. You're up early again. Whoa, that is early. 5 o'clock. Did your dogs get you up again? Maybe I'll bring this over slightly. And then just looking at the colors and in any really darker, much darker areas. We've got some feathers here, bigger feathers. And then the little ones up here. Okay, let's have a look at her head. Her head is going to have to be much smaller than I anticipated. Don't really like how I've cut it up right in the middle, but we will see. Maybe I'll pull her head a little bit further over this way. I think I spent a good hour looking for portraits to do for this week, but I think I have them. What I ended up doing, because I couldn't find any that I really liked, and Museum was acting a little bit odd. It was, I would scroll down and then I would refresh the page to scroll further, and it would just go right up to the top again. So it was a little annoying, and it was taking me some time to find some images. So what I did, I went back through some of the people that I have already drawn and had a look at them, or had a look at some favorite artists over on Sketchy and looked at who they've drawn, and then gone into their profiles of the people that they've drawn and seen if there are any good photos. Because usually when you, with the Sketchy app, if you like an artist and they've drawn somebody, usually they've picked a good photo, so that really helps. Because you can, like I was, literally be there for hours just scrolling, trying to find some faces. Alright, let's just put average eyes, because we're going to be painting over the top as well, so I don't want to put too much detail on. The nose should be a little bit more, a little further down. And then the chin comes out a little bit more. Bonjour, Alessandra. Hi, how are you? Lou says, of course. I think I'm back. I think I'm back. I think I'm back. I don't know what happened there. That was strange. Can you see me now? I'm back. Just got a connection, but looks... Hello? I'm back. Oh, the internet. I thought all these things were going to be ironed out and I wouldn't have to deal with this in the mornings. I guess it happens. It happens to us all. Anyway, I was chatting. I need to pedal faster. I do, Louisa. I'm back. Okay. Well, I can't even remember what I was talking about. It's obviously not too important. Okay. Her head definitely needs to be, I need to raise this a little bit. I like it though. This foot I think is a little odd. I'm going to go back to the Macaw. And I mean, the foot is going to have to be in her hair. They're quite chubby, the feet of the Macaw. So one here. I'm kind of switching the feet a little bit. Okay. And she has her shoulder turned. So I'm going to just, I have to elongate that a little bit. Oh, that's too high up. I'm going to extend that a little bit down here. And then the back comes over here a little bit. And I'm going to bring the tail down so that I don't cut off any of the feathers. Probably painting that a little bit wrong. Maybe if I studied the whole anatomy of a bird, I'd be able to paint it a little better. Like, not that I know the anatomy of a face, but you know, I'm sure they have very similar structures when it comes to where the feathers are, the size of the feathers, even though they look different on different birds. Right, Louisa? Louisa can help. Louisa says, or get Piper to run in a turnspit thing to power the connectivity. She's asleep upstairs. C says, I didn't get to you till now. Oh, no. Okay, I'm going to use what I have on my palette before adding, and I'm going to create the background with that. Let me just double check the face here. I feel like the nose needs to be a little different. Like a little bit more at an angle. Okay. And then just going to take a little bit of the pencil off where I don't need it. Make it a little bit lighter in some areas. That could also make your paints a little bit muddy too, like if you have too much pencil underneath your gouache. I love the color of the macaw. I'm just trying to think, if I have a blue macaw up here, I think I'm going to go with like more of a natural background anyway today, and use my neutrals, which will probably mix up on the palette, because I'm not adding any colors yet, not until I get to the face, and try and use the palette. That's why the internet stopped working, because Piper is upstairs. I think you're right. Oh, and I don't really love this. I'm going to just correct this over here. Okay. So I'm going to see what I've got here for a background and try and conjure up enough paint. Okay, know that I have enough paint, because it dries, and I should really be using a Tupperware box, but so let's see. I think this will be quite a good color. And the first coat can be quite light, and then I'll put some other details on. If anyone wants to join me this week, I'm up for doing a couple of Instagram lives with a duo. I'm going to see if Shannon wants to come and paint with me this week. C says, we're having tons of rain, and the wind is supposed to be hurricane force. Oh no, I thought it was our weather that affected the connectivity. Yeah, I haven't even looked outside today yet, so I'm not sure what it's like here. But yeah, I think you're getting the remnants of tornadoes, aren't you, up where you are? Which is not good. I hope all the trees don't get blown over. Oh, no, that was the last bit of the wing. I can cover that bit up. That was the tail prior to me changing it. If you're part of our Paint Your Heart and Soul group, we are having a 10 a.m. get together. What week are we on, C? We are on a very... What are we on? We must be close to week 50 or 49. Oh, is it week? It's week 49, isn't it? Okay, I'm just going to go over this area because the hair is going to be there. And change this up slightly. And then get a little pattern on here. Get some blue on the bird. What would you say that blue is? Cobalt or ultramarine? Let me know what you think the bird should be. I mean, I only have a primary blue, but if you were to paint that bird, would you be adding a little bit of purple in there? Sarah says, Christine Elder and John Muir, I can't remember how you pronounce his word, Muir Laws, has info on about the parts of the birds and how to illustrate them. I'll take a look and see if I can find where I saw it. Thank you. I know that there is information out there, Sarah, and I am very lazy when it comes to something like that because I paint in a way that I look and see where the values are. I don't necessarily feel like it's important to always know, you know, the structure and anatomy of something, but I think it would be interesting to find out, especially if there are similarities between birds. Well, I know they all have wings, but I'm sure birds who are flighting, can you say that? Birds who fly probably, do they have different structures or different wing types, Louisa? Or are they the same? What makes a bird flightless, Louisa? Let's head over to the pigeon lady, because I'm sure she would know. And if not, we have Google. Yeah, what makes a bird flightless and what makes a bird able to fly? There's a question for you all, everybody. I'm just looking at the darker areas on her face. And then I will go in with some color, but just getting this on first. Oh, C says, I have his books but never get to study them. I love his books. C says he just offered a class recently too. Louisa says, well, different lengths and layers of the feathers. And C says, wings not able to lift the size of the bird. Oh, yes. And Louisa says, body mass, feather type, and bone structure. All right. Well, that's... am I frozen again? No. I don't think so. It's just really slow. Honestly, there's about 5-6 seconds in difference between me and seeing, like, you seeing what I'm doing. The delay. Okay, let's go back to the bird. I'm just going to put some darker blue on where the darker areas are. Under here. Oh, I didn't even, if this is the, I didn't even put this wing on over here. That's funny. I completely ignored that wing. Sarah talked a little bit at the weekend about, I can't remember who you were talking about theories of not giving importance to everything when you paint and to focus on certain things. And that's kind of exactly how I go about, especially like a bigger scene. And that's what we are doing on Saturday with the workshop with Beth Spencer in her Introvert Drawing Club. I am going to be teaching a workshop on complex scenes and how I go about them, and hoping that that will encourage you to broaden your horizon when it comes to drawing things. Anyway, so that's at on Saturday at 10 a.m. If you are a Patreon, you have an invite to that. If you're a paid subscriber of Substack, you have an invitation to that. And if not, you can either become a paid subscriber of mine, or if you are a paid subscriber of Beth's, then you will have an invite to that too. So that'll be fun. And then Wednesday, I have an abstract landscape collage workshop. So we're going to be collaging abstract landscapes, colorful abstract landscapes. And the images are not necessarily very colorful, but we will make them colorful. So I'm going to be putting out a little video to everybody who signed up for that, just so that you can see what I'm going to be bringing. And so you may want to watch that just to get you ready and prepped for materials that you can bring with you. Alright, I'm just going to darken her hair for the first layer. I haven't put any paint on my palette yet. I am using what I have here, and soon I will add some paint. Just going to get a darker value for her hair, because then I can put the oh, I didn't put any color on her ear. That was silly. Then I can add the background. There is a method and a process. If you listen to Cassandra Kim with Dylan Sarah, the process is very important, especially if you're thinking about doing a lot of art, like for galleries and stuff. Anyway, it was a very interesting interview with her. But you need a process, if you like, of your own. Everybody has their own process, how they go about working within their style. C says, not frozen, you sound lively. Good morning, Maria. I've had one coffee. I almost went to get another coffee, and then I'm like, oh no. I should probably wait to have my second coffee after my walk. Meryl says it's in the 30s here. I'm freezing, not used to the cold. Ooh, that is chilly. She says, TY, thank you. What's TY, thank you? I can't remember what TY, what is, isn't TY, thank you? Okay, gonna get some paint on here. I haven't added any paint yet. I've just been using the paint on my palette to create some, oh, actually I do want to just add a little bit more. I've just been using what I have on my palette, basically, because I don't want to waste it, and gouache does reactivate. We have some white, we have some yellow. I'm just going to put this color up here for her forehead. Needs to be a little bit lighter. And also underneath her nose here. Side of her cheek. But I want her face to glow, so I'm definitely going to have to wait a little bit and get a color for her face. It needs to be a little bit more glowy, where the sun is catching her. Okay. Yellow. Trying not to put it on top of colors that I already have here. Well, I have the pink, so I may as well put the magenta down there, and then the blue that I have is just a primary blue. Oh, thank you, Sue says. TY is thank you. And Sue says, I'm pretending to be awake. Meryl, oh, Sarah says, Meryl, you need to spike that coffee or tea with some whiskey to warm you up in this morning. Not if she has to drive, though, today, Sarah. But yes, some Baileys would definitely do you some good. Not encouraging you guys to drink or anything. Ooh, way too much pink. Okay, I'm gonna use this color where I need to use it. Or where I can see that I need it. Sounds like it's raining outside, but I'm not sure if it's the fan of my computer or if it's the rain. I hope it's not raining. I really was hoping to get out for a walk. Okay, I'm gonna get some warm tones on here. These can be a little bit lighter as well. I'll come back to those. It's a little bit muddly, her face looking right now. Just want to get a coat, a layer on here. Alright, I have all my paint on other than the eyes and this little area here. The bird, I guess I could go a little bit lighter in the blues. What is it? Oh my goodness, look at the time. Honestly, like these are taking way longer than I thought, but that's okay. I'm enjoying them. I'll just, in my, in our Paint Your Heart and Soul meet this morning, I am going to finish this one off. Why do they take so long? You had hail yesterday? Ooh, not nice. Okay. I feel like her face and the background is a little bit too similar. And looking at what I've got so far, I've got a blue background, so I'm good with the background being that color because I have quite a lot of blues, as you can see. This is actually similar to this, so I don't want to go green in the background. This is more yellow, more pink. I mean, I could go a dark blue, that would be quite nice. Or more browns maybe. Or maybe I'll do more of a brown background because I haven't got them. Should I do more free or more graphic? What do you think? Like more graphic like this or more free like these? What do you think? What do you think, everybody? Graphic or free? Rigid or loose? I do like free ones. Any thoughts? No thoughts. All right, let's get my other nice paintbrush, if I can find it. And I'm going to mix up a brown, like a darker brown. So I'm going to use these little bits of yellow here that I have on here. Her hair is almost black, so if I stay in this brown range, I think it'll be good. C says, they are all amazing. Use your cootie catcher. Oh no. I could. Oh my goodness. That's what I need to create. I'm going to create a cootie catcher, especially for our pattern meet that is happening next week. I think that would be a great idea. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to create a cootie catcher to help us. Because sometimes you just need the thought to be taken out of you. No, that doesn't make sense. Sometimes you need the decision to be given to you. There you go. That's better, isn't it? Yeah. Sometimes you need to be given what to do. Even the person who is organizing the show sometimes needs a little help from the pattern cootie catcher. These look like strange squids. Has anybody watched Squid Games? Squid Games. Can't even say it. I can't even speak this morning. Squid Games. So not the original one, but the challenge. There's a new one out. Oops. Nobody watch it? It's on Netflix. I never watched the original Squid Games. I found it quite disturbing. The Korean one, but they made a reality show about it, and it's quite interesting how strategy of winning a game like that comes into play. Never heard of it? Meryl says, I don't know what that emoji is from Meryl. I don't know what that is. You don't like squids? It's squid? I love squid. Calamari, squid. Squid is different to calamari. Nobody's heard of it? Just me? Maybe it's just in Canada. No, because there are Americans on it. Haven't heard, have not watched. We are all painting. You are all painting. Nope, you can't type, but I can read, so that's okay. I understand some mistakes. I'm not sure if I love this, but that's okay. I'm going to keep going with it because something can come out of it. I need a darker brown, or like a dark purpley color. Let's just make it a dark brown. Sometimes I think it just needs another element right over the top. And it just makes the the element that's underneath, look like just textures, if anything. My goodness, honestly, this morning it felt like 20 minutes. It just flew by. Let's give her some eyes, because it's just going to look a little weird if she doesn't have any eyes. I need to correct that. And I can probably use this color also as a base for her hair. Did anybody get any painting done this morning? Who's still working on their birds? And are you all caught up or are you catching up? Or are you not working on birds at all? There's no point in putting her hair over her face yet because I gotta fix her face. You can see how these squid-like things that I had before, really, there's a very easy way of covering up a pattern that you're not happy with, and it's just by going over with another element. So, I mean, I'll teach you all of that in the workshop next week. If you haven't signed up and you want to sign up, you still can. You can go to my Substack and sign up for the individual one, or you can go to my website and sign up for all 5 together, and then just get the replay of all of them, the ones that you've missed as well. And yeah, the majority of you guys are all signed up anyway. All right, everyone. I don't have much time left. My daughter has her last exam today, so please keep her in your thoughts. I'm sure she would love the help. Martina says, still drawing this bird. It's a very pretty bird, isn't it? C says, a bit disappointed with my outcome. My imagination doesn't match my capability. Because you're trying to do something that isn't in the image, C? Is that what it is? Ooh, this is a pretty color. Very, very pretty color. Remember, you need the big contrast in your values to create that beautiful light if you're trying to capture it. we are almost coming to the end. 2 minutes, and then I'll be back tomorrow morning. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow is Tuesday. And like I said, my studio sale has started. I am going to be advertising, but not for probably a couple of days. Probably on Wednesday I'll start advertising. So you guys are hearing from me first. I am going to drop a 15% off coupon for Patreons and Substack subscribers. So if you're interested in any original artwork, wait until you get the coupon. Well, hopefully the artwork won't be gone. Well, hopefully it will be gone, but hopefully it won't be gone. But I'll post that this morning so that you guys have it. Alright, a little bit more of warmth on this side here. Not that much. I want the glow, the glow, the glow. Adding white really takes away, it just dulls it. So I'm not sure, I'm going to have to figure that out because I want the glow. I should have put, I think it's similar to when people say they work with oils and they put acrylic underneath. I think maybe it's similar to gouache, that you kind of want something a little bit permanent underneath so that you can get that brilliance, because it lifts, you can't get that glow back. So maybe it's something that I need to experiment with. Or you have to be really aware of making sure you put those beautiful, brilliant colors on first. Right? Right. Because that is brilliant, but it's the wrong color brilliant. But maybe if it's there, then I can put the glow on. My goodness, this magenta is just so pigmented. I think it's more pigmented than the Winsor & Newton one. This is the Holbein one that I'm using. Yeah, see, it just breaks it. Okay, well, I got to work on that later. Thank you all for joining me this morning. Sorry it went so fast. That was kind of crazy. I could paint, well, I am going to be painting all morning, but I have some doggy portraits to get done as well. And a lot of doggy portraits. So, but I will see you tomorrow morning. Remember to check out my workshop if you're not joining, and if you want to join, and also keep an eye on stories, because I will be mentioning that my shop will be filling up with my studio sale. I'm actually quite excited. I may free up some cupboard space for more work. Okay, I gotta stop. You're welcome, Lou, and you're welcome. Oh, C says, I will post and maybe someone can make suggestions for... I will definitely, if you want me to have a look at it. Well, we're going to meet at 10 o'clock, so C, I'll be sending you a link to that. Or did I send a link already? I think I sent a link already. You're welcome, Lou. You're welcome, Martina. Louisa says, can't do this week's workshop, but looking forward to the pattern one next week. Yay. I'm excited too. All right, well, take care, everybody. I don't think she looks like her, but I kind of like her anyway, so I'm okay. Sometimes a portrait doesn't have to look exactly like what you've got in front of you, especially when it's not a commission. So, have a good day, everybody. Bye.